Esse FPS, viado, meu Deus. O que eu tô fazendo parado aqui atrás, eu não parei.
We're gonna starve to death up here, Mr. Morgan.
We're okay.
We have a few cans of food and a rabbit. For what, 10, 12 people? When I was in the Navy...
I do not wish to hear about what you got up to in the Navy, Mr. Pearson.
We were stranded at sea for 50 days.
And you unfortunately survived.
When we ran away from Blackwater, I wasn't able to get supplies in.
Well, when government agents are hunting you down, sometimes shopping trips need to be cut short. We'll survive. We always have. And if needs be, we can eat you. You're the fattest.
I sent Lenny and Bill hunting, and they found nothing.
Well, Lenny's more into book learning than hunting. Bill's a fool. Unless those mountains are full of game that want to read, ain't no wonder they found
Enough of this. We'll go find something. Come on, Arthur.
Wait a second. Hold on. Here. You're gonna need something to eat out there.
Assorted, salted offal. Starving would be preferable.
Come on, let's go.
You can't go hunting. Look at your hand.
I can't stay here listening to you two. Look, if there's game in those hills, I'll find it. And you can kill it.
You need to rest, Charles.
You think this is rest? Come along.
To rest, Charles.
Here, you take this. I can't use it, and you'll have to.
Oh, you're joking.
Use a gun, and we'll scare off every animal for miles around. You're never too old to learn, I imagine. Come on, this way.
FPS, né, velho? 23 FPS. See what Charles.
How are you holding up, Charles?
I'm okay, apart from this hand. Stupid mistake.
Still bad?
It'll be fine in a day or two. I just can't pull a bow right now.
I sure hope I can. Never really got the hang of it.
You'll be fine.
So, you reckon we're gonna find something to kill that ain't no Driscoll?
There's meat up here for sure. Pearson doesn't know what he's talking about. Now the weather's eased off a bit, they'll be needing to feed. We'll head up this way. Find some higher ground.
Whew. Been a wild few days, all right. I ride north from Blackwater, getting stuck in the storm, bringing John back in.
You've had a lot put on you. I wish I could have done more.
I didn't mean it like that, just a lot to think back on.
I still don't really know what happened on that boat.
Me neither. Well, Javier told me a bit, but it sure weren't good.
There's some patches of grass here. This is good. Let's look down this way. The wind's died down too.
That's good.
No wind at all is bad, but if it's too strong, they won't move. Now shh. Stay quiet. Hey, stop here a second. I see something. There's deer been here. Recently.
How can you tell?
How can you not? We'll track them on foot.
Ué,
You're gonna need the bow. Don't leave it on your horse. A gun will scare him. Ring around. Keep down. Move quietly and slowly. You see the tracks?
I think so. Maybe not.
Focus. It's easier in the snow, but once you get your eye in, you'll be able to track nearly as well in grass and woods.
Ah não, vai até assim rastejando, velho. Ah,
Down there. You see him? Are you ready with that bow? Try to hit him in the neck or head. Quick and clean. You can pull back. Nice. See if you can get another one.
eu não consigo esfolar esse negócio não. Tirar mais perto.
No, use the bow I gave you. That'll make too much noise. should go finish it off. Come on. You're making yourself too obvious.
Ah, ele não pegou no... Ah, correu pra caralho já, né? Acho que a cabecinha vai comer, filho. Ah, eu tenho que operar minha barrinha ali, vermelhinha. Entendi. Ah, eu vou esperar recuperar a barra. Suave aí, né, chefe? Será que eu posso comer alguma coisa? Itens. Feijão roxo. Não. Demora muito pra botar tudo. Caralho, mano, não tenho fôlego. Vou voltar ali ou não, velho? Fala, Matheusão. Suave. Só jogando um Red Dead aqui. Né, mas o segundo foi peteca do primeiro porque né, 30 minutos. Ih, agora. Aí.
Well done. I think that's all we can carry.
Beleza.
Okay, you pick one, I'll get the other.
Aqui, ó.
You sure your hand's okay?
It'll be fine once I get it on my shoulder. Okay.
Caraca, o balão vem de longe, mano.
Not bad, boy.
Como é que eu utilizo a granada?
Yeah, good boy.
Vambora armar na cela. Nossa.
All right, boy. Ready to head back when you are.
Come on then. Let's head back.
Careful.
Isso é bom.
Careful.
Nice work, Arthur. Should be enough meat here to keep us all fed for a few days.
You found him.
I knew you'd be okay with that bow.
It's easier when they ain't shooting back.
We've seen enough of that.
Considering how things were looking a couple of days back, well, maybe our luck is finally on the turn.
Seems to me we should be putting our effort into getting off this mountain now.
Soon. People are still weak, and you've seen how snowed in those wagons are. They ain't going nowhere until we get some more thaw.
You're probably right. And even if we do get off here, what then? Still have a big price on our heads.
This is a big country. We'll find somewhere to lie low. Dutch and Jose will have a plan. You notice how Pearson's had a bottle in his hand ever since we fled Blackwater? We give the camp cook 5 minutes to grab the essentials and go, and he doesn't even bring a crumb of food.
Good that we caught more than one. A lot of mouths to feed.
That girl from the ranch now, too. But not sure she'll be eating much.
She has a wild look in her eye.
You would, too. She lost her husband, her home, everything she had.
So what do we do with her?
Once we get out of here and we're back on our feet, we'll see. She might have family somewhere.
So it was O'Driscoll's you ran into there?
Yeah. Last thing we was expecting.
What is it with the O'Driscolls?
You ain't dealt with them? I suppose. Hell, we ain't run into them much the last 6 months. I guess because they've been over this way.
Yeah. I've heard a lot of talk about them.
Well, we've been scrapping over scores with them for years. Big gang. Nasty sons of bitches. Their leader, Combe, and Dutch go way back. And not in a good way. A proper
Pode
blood
ser, pode
feud.
ser. Não tá
So I
suave.
heard. Watch out! Bear up ahead.
Ih, caralho, tem
Let's see if we can
urso.
find another way around.
He's got a lot of meat on him.
We've got enough here. No need to push our luck.
Quê?
He must be real hungry.
Ah,
Stay well
então. Ah,
back.
tá bom.
Spring storms like this are the worst for animals that sleep all winter.
Eu vi um videozinho que você postou no WhatsApp lá, o cara tava empolgado. Chapadinho já não tava?
Cut up here, off the trail.
É da hora, mano.
We ain't ever talked that much, you and me. How long you been with us now?
Ah,
5, 6
gostou
months?
demais, mano, a cena.
Something like that?
Bet you didn't expect this.
What?
Any of this.
Nossa, não tem como não, mano.
Blackwater mess. Being up here.
Sooner or later, a job's gonna go wrong. Nature of life.
I just thought you might have moved on by now.
Estamos aqui em casa, Natal. À noite sim, depois de dia a gente foi...
Not at all. Just
Passou lá na casa da minha
know
avó.
you could run it
Na roça.
alone, no problem.
I did that for a long time. I'm
Tá
done
quase,
with it.
mano.
Always wondered
Sim,
if
pronta,
someone's
pronta
gonna
não,
kill
mas
you
dá
in your
pra
sleep.
ficar lá e tal, tá
Still
quase.
wonder that
What are you
most
doing?
nights.
Oh, watch it. I reckon
Já,
you're okay.
já, mano.
This suits me. Sure, I could fall in with another gang, but Dutch. You know,
Aí tá se terminando, já colocou umas portas, uma janela, mas falta colocar um pouco de porta, um pouco de janela
Certainly
ainda.
different.
he treats me fair. Most of you do. And for a fellow with a black father and an Indian mother, that ain't normally the case.
Well,
Caralho, tá
we
longe
need
pra
you
caralho.
now. More than ever.
Good. And how long have you been with these boys? Why ain't you run off?
Me? Oh, 20 years, something like that. Since I was a boy.
20 years?
Yeah. He taught me to read. John, too. Taught me a few other things, him and Hosea.
I'm sure.
Dutch saved me. Saved most of us. That's why we need to stick by him through this. He always sees us right.
Quê?
How's that new horse?
Ficou pronto sexta-feira, eu vou pegar amanhã, mano.
He'll do for now.
Pra usar o alvará lá.
Appreciate you letting me
Acho que
take
até dia
time
15,
to
acho que até dia 15 eu consigo começar lá.
She's a strong one. It's been as hard on the horses as on the rest of us. I don't know what Dutch would do if something happened to the Count.
Same with Bill and Brown Jack. He's a drunk, miserable bastard, but he loves that horse.
I hope they all make it.
I tried to ride the Count once. Hucked me faster than a bull. Won't take nobody but him.
I'm gonna hitch tie him over here.
Brought some food back, boys. Come on, let's get these over to Pearson. Thank you for showing me how to use the bow properly.
I only showed you a little. Takes a lifetime of practice to master.
Just get this off you.
Well, well, well. Just drop it down in here.
What a surprise. Find a camp rat loitering around in the kitchen.
Is that any way to greet an old friend? I feel like we haven't spoken for days.
I do my utmost to avoid you.
He loves me, really. It's his sad way of showing affection.
No, it isn't. Now shoot, get lost.
Well, see you gents later.
See, you got on just fine.
Charles is a wonder.
Have a drink, boys. You earned it.
Jesus, what is that?
Navy rum, sir. It's the only thing. The only thing. Keeps you sane, it does.
Yeah, seems to have done a treat on you. You go rest that hand, Charles.
I'll be fine in a few days.
You mind helping me with the skinning, Mr. Morgan? It's easier if we do it together.
Do I get to skin you?
You're always one with the jokes, aren't you? Come on.
This really isn't a job for a man with a burnt hand. I'll see you both later.
You skinned that one you dumped on the floor there. Not too bad, Mr. Morgan. Yeah. They always said you were a butcher. You know, you could trade these or sell these in pretty much any town. If you're looking to make a legitimate bit of money, of course.
Right now, I'm just looking to get off this mountain alive.
Well, if you catch anything else, you bring it to me.
Sure.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan. Heck, Arthur Morgan's first decent bit of hunting after all these years.
Yeah. Well, we're on the run now. Everyone's got to do their bit to survive. Just make a good stew. Folk need it. It's been a tough few days.
Mestre Caçador, Jados Rolados 1 de 3. Vealo da cauda branca. Parece salvar o jogo, velho. Não sei salvar o jogo. Gerar áudio. Trapaças. Trapaças. Caralho, trapaça é foda. Vou diminuir um pouco o gráfico aqui que o bagulho tá aguentando não. Já montei, mano, tá. Tipo assim. Ah, mano, roda tudo. Nem tá rodando aqui o Red Dead. Se você colocar no Ultra do Ultra do Ultra. Não roda, mas tipo assim. Fica na média de 40 e poucos FPS. Só que se eu que nem eu tô na neve aqui, mano do céu, a neve suga FPS, velho. Vai pra tipo 17, tá ligado? 19. Aí eu vou mexer um pouquinho aqui pra ver se fica mais suave, mano. Deixa eu ver achar outra. Iluminação média, iluminação, sombras média. Reflexo, alto. Água alta. O bonito desse jogo aqui. Nossa, a água é bonita pra caramba desse jogo aqui, mano. Fazendo umas missões pra pegar. Não tem como? Deixa eu ver se ficou. Ficou, eu acho. Ficou. Vai aumentar o FPS agora. Caralho, porra, esse negócio aqui de grama não tá dando missão concluída. Ah, esse daqui. Progresso, história. Salvar jogo. Ah, salvar jogo. Compartimento vazio. Sim. Aqui eu vejo progresso. Progresso, história, desafios. Capítulo 1, já fiz. Compênia. Porra, eu comecei a jogar hoje, mano. Eu nem joguei muito também. Quê? Não, não, não. Tô longe da neve ainda. Acho que eu não. Onde que eu... Não, não. Aqui ó, o da câmera, beleza. Caralho, mano, olha isso aqui, 20. Porra, diminui bastante esse gráfico, mesmo assim, tá dando 20 e poucos na neve, velho. Que isso, velho. Bagulho suga que suga mesmo. Onde é que eu vejo minha missão aqui, velho? Mapa? Não, o mapa ele só mostra o mapa mesmo. Não tem nada do mapa explorado direito. Marcar local. Caralho, jogador. Arthur Cavalo. Arthur Cavalo. Configurações. Ué? Onde que eu vejo? Ah, missões. Cavalinho. Nível predefinido da qualidade, mano. Qualidade de texturas. Vou botar no outra. Qualidade de iluminação. Qualidade do seu reflexo. É, eu realmente desisto de tentar fazer esse jogo ficar. Cara. Tá guardado, mano. Guardei, tá ligado? Não sei o que eu vou fazer não. Não sei se tem muito serventia também. Já tá bem antiguinho já, tá ligado? Caralho, o bagulho suga demais. História, salvar jogo. Beleza. Vou jogar um. Parar por aqui.